Okay, hi guys, welcome back to another video with Pratham Test Prep. This is your host Sanjeet Bhatia again with a new video on your LSAT strategy session. So we have definitely seen LSAT to be a very important paper because it recognizes 85 private law schools in the country. So definitely if you are looking for a scholarship and you need an admission in colleges like OP Jindal or NMIMS or any other university like UPES Dehradun, then LSAT definitely plays a very important role right now. So if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit the like and the share subscribe button. Please don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell icon also, right? So before we move ahead, if you are not a part of our Telegram channel, do make sure that you are subscribed to our Telegram channel, and also make sure that you are reading all the newses and readings that we are giving on these Telegram channels, because those will be very, very helpful for you guys. Right now, first thing, what are these important dates that the LSAT has released? So all of the dates are there on your screen. You can read them. On your registration has opened from October. Now introductory discount ended in November, then early bird in December, and registration for January closed on January 4th. And also the January 2022 LSAT will be held on 15th of January. Then the scorecard released in February. And also we are waiting on May LSAT 2, right? So the test scheduling is from April to 30th of 2022, and the scorecard will be released in the month of June itself. So you can read, these are some of the very, very important dates if you are planning to give LSAT in the month of May. Also, if there is anyone who's planning to do that, then definitely this is the go for you now. Okay, now coming to the next part, that is that what is the LSAT paper looks like. Okay, so there's analytical reasoning, that is for 23 marks and 23 questions. The time allotted is 35 minutes. Then you have logical reasoning 1, another logical reasoning, both for 22 and 23 marks, 35 minutes each. And then comes reading comprehensions for 24 marks and also 35 minutes. So there are overall 92 questions that you have to attempt in 2 hours and 20 minutes. And also there is a sectional timing in this exam. So you have to complete that section in 35 minutes. 2 hour 20 minutes are not given to you overall, but it is divided amongst these sections. So after a particular time, the section will end and the next section will come up on your screen, right? So that is what it is. And LSAT India takes these 4 sections very, very seriously. If you are planning to give the exam, there is no general knowledge, no legal aptitude that is required to go for this examination. So if you are someone who is strong on reasoning and thinks that they can crack the paper well because they are good at reasoning, then definitely LSAT can be a good hit for you guys. You should definitely try giving the paper. Now coming to the scoring scheme. Now LSAT has a based the number on your questions you have corrected correctly. There is no negative marking in this paper, and also they are ranging the score test from 420 to 480. And also from different test forms are made comparable through a statistical procedure known as equating. As a result of equating, giving scale score on different test forms reflect the same level of ability. तो बहुत सारे लोग अलग अलग टाइम पे एग्जाम लिखते हैं, तो that is why they reflect on different levels, and they are able to go through equating and they're able to find that they are on the same level or not. Okay, sir, this is this class for students for DUJAT? Mr. Tyagi, if you are planning to go for LSAT exam, then definitely it can be an important session for you. If you are not, then definitely you can leave without a doubt. Okay, now coming to the next part, that is the analytical reasoning questions. How are these analytical reasoning questions are going to happen? They will come from comprehending the basic set of relationships by determining a complete solution to the problem posed. For example, seating arrangement. Seating arrangement is one of the examples of this, right? Then the conditional statements, if and then, and recognizing logical equalating formulations. ठीक है जी? Inferring what can be true or not true from the given facts, basic questions. Inferring what could be true or must be true from given facts. That is also something that you have to do. Logically equating two of the scenarios or two statements or context by identifying a condition or rule that could replace one of the original outcomes while still resulting in the same possible outcomes. Okay, so that is also very, very tricky kinds of questions that will be asked to you in analytical reasoning. So you definitely need to be ready for that. Okay, so Ananya asks me what are the colleges that are under LSAT. So Ananya, the best colleges under LSAT is OP Jindal Law School. There is SVK MS NMIMS in Bombay, Kriti P Gandhi School of Law. Okay, then there is a third university that is called UPES in Dehradun. But there are 85 other private institutions also that are a part of the LSAT fraternity. So you can definitely look up for them. But I've told you the best three that are there that you can pick from if you are planning to give the LSAT examination. Okay. Now coming to the next part, that is that the topics that are there under analytical skills is arrangement, selections, comparisons, intersection type, directions, coding and decoding, family-based problems, logical deductions. So all of them will be a part of your examination. So you need to cover all of these topics really, really thoroughly. Now coming to the next part, that is the tips that are there. Then you can definitely keep these tips which are there on your screen, right? Then you also need to make sure that you are saving some time in this examination and giving it to all the questions. Try to read all the questions because there's no negative marking, and don't forget to mark the answers, right? There are some conditions that are designed to be clear as possible. Do not interpret the conditions if they were intended to trick you, right? Sometimes आपको लगता है बहुत ज्यादा ही सीधा दे दिया गया है, क्या ये कुछ और कहना चाह रहा है, इससे ऐसा नहीं होता है. You need to make sure that you are reading very, very carefully, right? Carefully building the analysis of the paper, trying to get the relationships clear in the paper, that how is it happening, what are the exact nature of relationships that are being trying to portray in the examination. You should be very, very clear. Okay, then also in reading there are some conditions. Do not introduce unwanted assumptions that we have told you earlier also. आप जबरदस्ती के अपने बाहर से knowledge को apply बिल्कुल भी ना करें, because that is not advisable at all. You need to keep your general knowledge in your pocket at that point of time. When they're trying to tell you to assume something, don't put your knowledge in it. Just assume what they are telling you. Take the statement straightforward as they are being told to you in the examination, right? So that's what, there are some tips for analytical reasoning. And also if you are going for logical reasoning, okay, arguments and their relationships, similarity and difference between in the patterns of reasoning, so conclusions, analogy, okay, then identifying and applying principles or rules. So it can be some legal principles also that can come up, and also identifying flaws in arguments, identifying explanations. These are all the kinds of questions that can be taken up in the logical reasoning sections. And also there are short argument section based, that is coming from newspapers, interest magazines, scholar publications, advertisements, and informal discourse, right? So you need to be prepared about all of this, and they try to evaluate, analyze, critically evaluate complete arguments as they occur on ordinary language. Okay, so basically these questions are trying to analyze and evaluate your ability to how do you recognize these statements and give an answer for all these arguments that are put up, or how are you able to draw the relation between these different arguments, and are you able to apply the principles or the rules or not, or are you sure about giving the arguments, or you are able to identify the unwanted arguments that are there. So these are all logic based examinations that you will be going for. So do prepare according to these lines only. Now what are some tips for these logical reasoning sections is that obviously you need to understand each section and each part of that question also, and also understand meaning of each answer choice, right? Because there are arguments that you need to replace in some of the questions, so you need to make sure that you are reading the arguments very, very carefully and you are able to get the meaning of those arguments. Okay. And there are sometimes true, not true, or false, none of the information given above gives you an answer. So in these types of questions you also need to be very, very careful. Okay, answer each question according to what the information is given in the paper. Okay, so do make sure that you don't bring any of the assumptions from outside. Okay, now topics that are there: clocks, letters, number series, Venn diagrams, calendars, seating arrangements, logical sequence, cubes, binary logic, logical mathematics, logical connectives, blood relations, syllogisms, right? So these are the basic topics that are covered here under the logical reasoning section. As it is the biggest section, you can see that there are a lot of number of topics that can be asked to you in this section itself. So you need to prepare yourself according to this section also. You can see it on your screen very, very clearly what you have to do for this section and how well you can get prepared for it. Now, reading comprehensions, it involves comparison, analysis, synthesis, and applications of principles and rules. Okay, and drawing appropriate inferences, because reading comprehensions has a lot of subject. It can come from any type of reading that can be there existing, and they can tell you to choose from those kinds of reading. So you definitely have to do that also. So reading comprehension becomes very, very important because they can come from the background of humanities, social sciences, biology, physical sciences, and areas that are related to law also, because it's a law examination. So if you are someone who is good at inferring, who is good at understanding these passages, then definitely reading comprehension will be a easy section for you to crack. And if you are someone who's habitual of reading a lot of text here and there, then definitely this will be the section where you can score the most amount of marks. So do make sure that you are making a focus on your reading comprehensions also, right? So this is the tips that are there, that you need to choose what kind of answers you are marking, and also because their reading comprehension is open to a lot of interpretation. So be sure that what you are choosing as an answer is the correct interpretation and it is according to the author itself. And also skimming through the questions and selecting those questions, rereading selection closely and answering the questions will definitely help you in the reading comprehension section. Okay, so these are some tips that are there on your screen also. You can follow them. I have made an proper analysis of the exam so that you can follow all of these tips and can go ahead with them in your paper. You can also keep a screenshot and read them once the session is over, so that will also help you to understand what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, now coming to the next part, that is also if you are planning to give any other examination like SLAT or AILET or CLAT, you can definitely look at the strategy videos that we have made. So these are some tips and tricks that you can keep in mind if you are trying to give this LSAT examination, and also it takes you on the basis of percentile. So if you get a higher percentile, there is a higher chance of you of getting a scholarship, and also the lower fees in colleges like Jindal, NMIMS, UPES, and also if someone is planning to go in any other private schools, colleges like you can go for Gilgotia's University, or you want to go to any other private name in the law school fraternity, then you can definitely go through LSAT, and they will also give you some scholarships that are there. If someone is planning to get into any other private schools like Amity and they want to pay less fee, then definitely this will be an exam that you can go for, and it will help you to get a scholarship in these examinations. And you can definitely give us a call on 5x9 75392 if you're looking for any help. I hope this video helped you to go and plan for your LSAT strategy session. Do make sure that you're hitting on the like button, and also don't forget to hit on the subscribe button. Do take care of yourself. Don't forget to wear your mask and use your hand sanitizers, and also maintain social distancing in these times of COVID. Do take care of yourself. Have a great day ahead and take care. Bye bye, guys.